Here back in Mr. Gaddy's room on Monday, September 14th, 2020. Today's the start of the fourth week of classes at my new school, and it's going well. We are prepping for our parade on Saturday with the high school band. I told my band kiddos to be at our elementary school at 6:15, and we were going to warm up and tune and go over some final things. We're going to line up on the street somewhere about 10 till 7. Then we march the parade, we play our song, and then we march back. We ordered some new band t-shirts, but they're not going to get in on time. So I just told them, if you wanted to wear, actually, please wear the band t-shirts that you got last year and wear them with jeans and stuff like that. The reason why I say that is we want the whole band to look uniform as much as possible. If I would have figured out, okay, we need to order it but this time, then, they would have been in. But, any first year at a new school, I'm trying to figure things out. And, I think everybody that I'm working with understands that fact, and I've just got to move forward with it. But I have a feeling that this week is going to be with much more confidence. And I'm going to gain more confidence in front of the kids as we're prepping for the parade. My junior high band, we started sight reading last week, but we sight read a melody together today in class, and it was level 1, concert band unison. We did it in concert B flat major, and we had the 7th graders, particularly those clarinet players, play the lower octave. If I can just find some additional time to do that, like go over the break with everybody, then it's going to be all right. A couple of other things to point out in my junior high choir classes. We took our first sight reading assessment in groups. I did it in groups simply because not all the 7th graders are going to feel comfortable singing out in front of other people. So I just decided that singing with a group is going to be beneficial. But I have a feeling that maybe they need to work on projection. I help them with the rhythm, and I help them with the piano and everything else. It's just that they need to be more confident when they're singing. They need to project more when they sing. Sometimes it's not all about how good you can stay on pitch. It's just if you can sing out so that you can be heard. That was the thing that, I got through to the 7th graders today. Tomorrow we are going to look through a song that they're going to be putting in their binder, not necessarily for a concert, but we are looking through that as well. And then my high school choir today, we sight read our Veterans Day song. We got through part of it with one section, and the other section we got through pretty much the whole thing. But with it being a 54-minute class and 51-minute class, there's not really a lot of time you can do. I am still prepping for the homecoming performance with my choir. Alumni is going to come back and join us if they wish to do that. And Friday is an early out because of our festival that we got going on in our community. But I will say one thing. There will be no elementary band on Friday, and I didn't know that for sure, so I didn't mention anything about it to the kids. But I will say something about it probably tomorrow and the next day. That way they know for sure what's going on. But they had their first playing assessment with me tomorrow. Over the first 3 notes. And one of my percussionists got the golden stand that they're going to use on Wednesday. And I'm only going to use the golden stand whenever we have the full group together. So I think it's going to motivate the kids a little more to practice at home. So even though they do have practice cards that they fill out and turn in and everything else, I happen to feel that the Golden Stand's a good incentive for the kids to practice. So that's why I'm using it to make it fun for the kids. I got some good 6th graders in there. So for those that are new to my channel, my name's Sam Gaddy, a 6-12 band and choir director in the state of Missouri. Again, it is Monday, September 14th, 2020. I'm waiting for my dad to come in here so that we can have our weekly dinner together and I can work out by myself in a little while. And that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Take care. This job is just getting busier and busier every day, but it's so rewarding to see results already happening in my classroom. I'm going to start off backwards and then work my way forward. The end of the day, I had small group for beginning band, and I had my brass players. So my instrumentation for my beginning band is 2 flutes, a clarinet, and a saxophone, a trumpet, a trombone, and baritone. And I got 4 beginning percussionists. So that's a decent instrumentation, but I feel like for next year, I ought to recruit a lot better to make it more balanced. Due to the scheduling, we had former band members quit because of conflicts that they had to take for graduation and things like that. So I'm down a few brass players. I'm down pretty much in every category in the high school group. But with time and efficiency, then we're going to get them back up. My brass players today did a good job for me. I think the toughest thing for any brass player, especially if they're just starting, is partials and airspeed on the mouthpiece. For example, if I do a certain amount of mouthpiece work with them before they plug them into their instruments, they get the idea of a medium tone, they get the idea of a high tone, and then a low tone. Obviously, that's, if you can nail the pitches on the mouthpiece and the partials, then we can knock them out when you put them on the actual instrument itself. So we had our first playing assessment today for the elementary band. Well, I should say brass players. So the high school choir the past few days has been working on a Veterans Day song that they usually have sung the last few years for the Veterans Day program. Although I did have 2 students make up their sightseeing assessment today because one student was gone due to sickness and the other was just starting off sightseeing for vocal. So they are still on level 1. So until that student came back, we just decided to just stick with you 2 on level 1, just take it all together. And then my 3rd hour 7th grade choir, we sight read a song in unison. At this point, we're 3.5 weeks in, and we should be able to start singing 2-part. So I think what I'll be able to do the next couple weeks, teach them like simple rounds and stuff like that, and so that they can be able to sing independently on their parts. Junior high band, we are sight reading away, and my 7th graders took the concert E-flat tetra test today. All did a good job for me. And finally, my 1st hour high school band, we continue to march for our parade this weekend, and they're working hard, and I truly appreciated all the hard work. We still got 3 days left of this week, and then we got the parade coming up on Saturday. And Friday is an early out because of the carnival that is happening in our community. And Friday, I'm only going to get half an hour rehearsal with my band. I'm only going to get a half an hour rehearsal with my junior high band and choir, my high school choir. And then I'll just stay at the high school all day. And then after my fourth hour class is over. It'll be time for us to go. I figured I'd spend part of my planning period, well, I got like maybe an hour total in between sixth hour and seventh hour, maybe less than that. I was just going to use this time to clean up my room a little bit. It definitely needs some organizing after, 4 weeks of going to high school, teaching 5 classes, and then getting ready to go to the elementary school to do beginning band. And I hadn't had much downtime, or I hadn't had much time to clean up everything and organize some stuff and put stuff away that I'm necessarily not going to use anytime soon. So I think I'm going to spend some time with that. Also, our midterm is next week, and I think especially with my choir kiddos, I think we're going to use that time on Friday as well to have like a makeup day or something like that. For instance, if a student didn't do well on the key signature quiz, or if they need makeup work from when they were gone, they're going to use this time to make it up, so that way I can put it in the grade book by next Tuesday. So at this point, I'm pretty much all set to go, and yep, that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna give you a heads up. I am gonna blog every day, including Saturday. I am gonna blog on Saturday. I'm not sure what time it will be yet, but I will either blog before we march in the parade or after we get out of the parade. And then I'll have most of the day Saturday to relax. But I do have a band parent that is helping me load the trailer with all the big instruments and stuff to get to the parade on Saturday. I may help him out with that if they need it. But pretty packed week, so that's what it takes. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go, and I'll blog tomorrow. Take care. We are halfway through this week, and it's been a good one. I am more organized, and I'm more confident in myself. I always say that every day that I walk in my classroom, but I feel so much more confident after, teaching and getting repetitions of following that routine every day. And I think it's helped me quite a bit, especially this week. I've got nothing but positives done. I feel like our Veterans Day song is coming a long ways, but we shot right at this week, and we need to go over one section at a time and really drill it until they memorize it and stuff like that. And high school band is working hard for our parade. We're still working hard. I think we are going to stop and play for the audience. We tried playing marching, and it didn't work out the way I had intended for. When you play in march, not only do kids have to focus on the marching fundamentals and keeping their toes up, but they also have to focus on playing the right notes right while staying and lying at the right spot. So that's something that we got to work on. But since this is a community parade, we're just going to stop and play for our audience and march off and call it good. Junior high band is having their first sight reading assessment tomorrow, and I'm doing it in groups by section and by grade level. They're doing it. 8th grade's doing it at level 2, and 7th grade is doing it at level 1. We went over a different key signature in 7th grade choir today. We sight read some in level 1, and then we tried one in level 2, just, get them thinking a little bit more. I got accounts set up with Sight Reading Factory with some new students that have not used it before. I think everybody that has not had their Sight Reading Factory account, they are going to start doing an assignment which I assigned an assessment in G major. And I did that for next week, so it will open up on Monday morning at 8 a.m. and it will close Thursday night at 11 p.m. So I'm just going to preach to them. The sooner you get it done, the more tries you get by not waiting until the last minute, the better you're going to get at it. And I always encourage them, especially this quarter, submit your best try. Like, if you feel like that was your best one, submit it to me, and I grade it from here on out. So, in elementary band, we did quite well today. I have the woodwinds and percussionists tomorrow, and then Friday, like I mentioned, is a half day, so we have an early out, and I'm probably gonna chill that afternoon at home so I can just get my mind ready for Saturday. I may also go to a football game. I'm not 100% sure yet. It just depends on what's going on and things like that. So, I've been swamped with a lot of responsibility, but I don't mind this pressure. I really do not mind that pressure at all. And especially when it comes to instances like this. So, at this point, I want to say that it's been a progressing and it's been a good week so far. I can't wait to see the outcome of it, especially when we have our early out on Friday. So, got 2 more days of the school week, and then we got our parade on Saturday. So, my plan is to blog each and every one of those days. And then I'm going to take Sunday off just to recuperate. My favorite NFL team is playing on Sunday afternoon, about 3:25-ish. And we'll go from there. So, take care, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, the week's about over. Well, it technically is over, but it's not over for me because I got the parade as the director of bands tomorrow. So, I'm very excited about that. So today, our high school band, we worked on memorizing some music. So at my high school, there are 2 gymnasiums, and we had 1 sectional and 1 gym, and then at the other gym, we had our clarinets and we had our trumpets working that area, and then my low brass plus saxophones. My tenor and alto saxophone were working in the band room today. We worked on that until about 8:30, and then they pretty much ran it down, what the parade's going to look like tomorrow. Junior high band, we just worked on a pep song. They took their sight reading tests yesterday, and we had some 10s, we had some 8s, and it was a good day for us. Junior high choir, we were reviewing key signatures, and at some point next week, we were going to take the quiz again without the key signature chart, just see where they're at some point. I feel like I've done all I could to teach them that and understand it at some point. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we are going to go into transitioning from unison to part music, like 2-part music. So I'm going to see if I can find some cannons or other rounds that I can do with the 7th graders, just so that they can get used to singing at the same time, not necessarily the same part, but on different parts. And then we ended Thursday with both high school choirs working on the Veterans Day song. And I found out a couple days ago that our accompanist, who was normally going to accompany our choirs, she backed out on us, and so I have a coworker and student that's willing to help out with that situation. So I'm very blessed about that. Also, when it comes to when it comes to elementary band, we got our playing tests done and things like that. And then, like I said, today was an early out, and now I'm just ready to relax. Well, what's the definition of relaxing anyway? I'm probably going to be busy. If I get motivated enough, I will go to the high school, get some grading done, and to do some organization before I head up to our parade. And I think we're ready. So I'm going to blog with you again tomorrow from the high school. So if you like this week's videos, hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. I'm over here at the high school trying to get things prepared, and I got some grades in today. That way I don't have to mess with them tomorrow. I met with the guy that's loading all the bigger instruments in the trailer for our parade tonight, and we are about ready to roll. I did manage to hang up some solfege signs on my wall for my choir students during this downtime, but I think I've done all I can do today, and I got about 2 hours until call time, and kids start showing up about a little over 2 hours. Have to start the warm-up process about 6:15, and then we'll get lined up about a little before 7, and we'll march the parade and be released. And I know I do have some members that are they're riding on another float today in the parade, so they will have to quickly put their instruments away so they can get on that particular float. Guys, I'm ready. I've waited 6 years to have a parade as a band director. I've never had that opportunity at my old school, although I did help with the drumlining in another community a couple years ago. But this is it for me. Like, this is the moment I've been waiting for, and I've had a good day so far, and a few things that have come up, but it's not going to bother me at all. I'm just going to take everything with God's grace and glory and just soak it all in, as this is my first parade as a band director. So, again, if you like my videos, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. I probably will not blog again tonight. I'm going to be busy with the parade. I'm going to talk to you all about the parade on Monday when I blog again. So, have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Social distance if you can. Protect yourselves from getting COVID-19. Thank you very much.